Sure, people, bring it in, guys. Another banger is about to be dropped up on your head. No Diddy. Listen, y'all got about 15 minutes for me to update you on your money.
Yes.
Good deal, good deal. Naysayers just seem to be sliding further back in the back. Hey, come back up here to the front, right here. Front. Oh! Guys, let's get down straight to the information. You already know. You're here with your favorite host, the chocolate of Confucius. I got them all. Like Pokemon, I'm going to catch them all. That's right. The original V12er. That's right. The ultimate champion of due diligence. That's correct. That is I. The employer of double-decker yachts. The ultimate. It is Money Montgomery, guys. Let's tap straight to the information. If you wasn't bullish, let me get y'all bullish again. Like I told you, I just do not miss. We were pinpoint on with the video before, pinpoint on with the video before that, and every video that links along. Guys, listen, we're about 8 subscribers or 5 subscribers away from 2,000 subs. Y'all, let's get it up there as we close this month off. This one right here should turn y'all up. Bitcoin sitting at 94,000 again. I told y'all I was going to stop using the word retracement. Guys, this is normal crypto movement. Anybody that got fudded out, look at you, looking like a fool. XRP held that $2 range, which I told y'all, stop looking at the swing 5, 6. We were concerned with was it holding $2. We have a form of support, a strong support. Obviously, we would have made a climb up to 230. We're sitting down around by 220 right now. Great. I love it. I need this to sit down and chill here for about another 13 days. I promise you. I'm about to hit it like Mike Tyson. But now, nonetheless, let's tap straight down to the information. What a banger to open up with. Boom. A new Mastercard document mentions XRP as a bridge currency. Now, guys, we already knew the bank's going to be running it. But now, how great is it when you have the information rolling out with the facts behind it? So now, again, this release from Mastercard, who do they have down here moving it? Of course, we have MoneyGram, Stellar. Again, MoneyGram is tied with Ripple, right? And then down here at the bottom, running it, SBI Remnant and Ripple. SBI Remnant is using Ripple XRP as a bridge currency to allow fast and cost-effective remnants. Guys, here we go. Of course, Mastercard logos. You got to understand. Here go official Mastercard document. If you're not getting it now, please do us all a favor and don't pick up one more coin. I want you to sell any coins that you have right now. If you are not scrapping every coin, not financial advice, at this phase, if you don't have enough information in front of you, you just never will get it. Well, let's pull even further, right? Because our secreted our chief of development, David Joel Cat Swartz, also known as the Brain, always drops these subliminal messages. But this one was something huge to me. Mark my words, Ripple will become a household name. This is from David Schwartz. Google has Earth, Apple has air, Amazon has fire, and Ripple has water. And I sat up there and I thought, as a person that knows that we live in a what some would call a matrix, whatever you may call it, it is ironic here that the top companies and generational companies, right? You had Google Earth, right? Google of the internet era, massive thing. You had Apple Air, the cell phone, right? Generational events, right? Then you have Amazon, which turned up and changed how you do shopping, which has fire, and you have Ripple, which changed how you do buying. Water, all 4 elements. And I say, wow, that's crazy. Unless you saw the information that's dropping out. So then, just in from Watcher Guru, this dropped on the 29th of yesterday. Just in the United Kingdom to collaborate the U.S. to boost adoption of cryptocurrency. And I keep telling y'all, stop looking at the price. Look at what's going on around y'all. July 14th, everything is going is online. That means it had to be in place well before, guys. I'm telling y'all, next month is going to be a doozy. And if you're getting lulled out, that's right where they wanted you. But I promise you, you're going to wake up real soon. When you wake up, we just hope you're on the right side of the ball. I know my family has loaded up our bags, been packed since last year, and picking up some extra scraps for all the V12s and 5. But this is why I was telling the family a long time ago, 50 cents, buy in, get the 50 cents buy point. Because having to buy at $2, if you're not fully aware of what you're buying, you're putting yourself at the risk and swings and all this that everybody's going through with emotion. Buy the dip. When others are fearful, that's time to be greedy. When others are greedy, you better get up out of that. But let's keep following further. If that wasn't enough to turn you up, breaking news. So we just had Ripple go and acquire Hidden Road, which is an exchange doing 50 million transactions a day, right? Well, breaking news. Ripple pitched a $4 to $5 billion buying Circle USD. Now, Circle is a company that is the stablecoin provider of USDC. but it was rejected. David Schwartz responds with $6 billion, but that's our final offer. Now, again, they offered for this, but this is let y'all know what Ripple's ideas are taking over. And this is why I'm telling y'all talking about a world coin, Bitcoin in this. No hate to I love Bitcoin. It's got a place. But as far as the coin that's going to be the most utilized, if you're still thinking that this is the comparison, you're not watching anything. But now, the response back to the rejection, David Schwartz like $6 billion, but that's our final offer. Doing it jokingly, but the point is that they're saying, hey, we can keep going up. We have enough money to buy this company. But again, if we acquire this, it's already over with. But understand, this will be so far done. Guys, you might as well just book the trip to Bora Bora already. I don't care how much money you got in your account now. It's done. It's already done now. But if we do get this Circle acquisition, guys, you're not understanding what, and people don't understand how big that hit and roll was either. But just stay tuned. I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. I told you I'm the first one on the scene with it, right? Bringing it out, bring the highlight, watch what's occurring with it. We keep pulling further through. Watch a guru, banger information. Just again, enlightening my V12. But we have a couple of things that's come from Watch a Guru. This being one image, U.S. and Ukraine officially signed a minerals deal, right? Which Sonny's like, Brandon, what does that have to do with us? Guys, it's an investment minerals deal. So now, how essentially they're utilizing something to globalize Ukraine and American markets. What could that be? Y'all tap in and tell me what this sounds like. Fair use, I said. Give us the money. And fair use.
To President Trump's tireless efforts to secure a lasting peace, I am glad to announce the signing of today's historic economic partnership agreement between the United States and Ukraine, establishing the United States-Ukraine Reconstruction Investment Fund. This partnership allows the United States to invest alongside Ukraine to unlock Ukraine's growth assets, mobilize American talent, capital, and governance standards that will improve Ukraine's investment climate and accelerate Ukraine's economic recovery.
Now, what does that sound like to you guys? And this is the same thing I told y'all. Same with over in Africa, where you're going to be able to bring their markets online. And Africa is a place of all the natural minerals. But y'all ain't connecting the dots, are you? Please, XRP, just go in and hit $100 coin. I need to go off and buy me some land over there in Nigeria. I'm telling y'all, if you don't, hey, matter of fact, we'll get to that later. Right now, y'all just focus on collecting the bag. Like I told y'all, we got a whole game plan mapped out. I got a whole book set up for this. Name of the book, V12s and V12s. That's all I got on front of the book.
The Development Finance Corporation will participate and help to establish this fund in collaboration with the government of Ukraine. Today's agreement signals clearly to Russian leadership that the Trump administration is committed to a peace process centered on a free, sovereign, and prosperous Ukraine over the long term. It's time for this cruel and senseless war to end. The killing must stop, and both the United States and the government of Ukraine look forward to quickly operationalizing this historic economic partnership.
And again, everything's moving behind you. You got Europe, UK, where are they at? UK to collaborate. You've got Ukraine collaborating. Guys, Japan's going online in a month or so, and then your whole system goes online the following month. Guys, do you understand? Put a money bag in the chat if you understand where we are in this. I just want to make sure and mass majority, I know the famous is, but I just want to reassert over and over again. Does everybody understand where we are in this? Put a money bag in the chat if you do, and if you don't, please put a hand in the chat so we can break this down. Now again, further, just in, North Carolina House bill passes to create strategic Bitcoin reserve. Just in Ripple, and of course, this is about the acquiring of the Circle, right? Just in, Visa launches crypto stablecoin payments in Latin America. Guys, all this, 8 hours, 7 hours, 7 hours, 5 hours. Guys, the system of finance has not moved this fast. They've been planning this for 13 plus years. Do not be lowered out of your bag right now, because I promise you it's going to be a long road to the next opportunity. And we're hoping that you have money then. But this is the kickoff of everybody in this family is not playing around with this investment, never having to worry about anything again. And that's something wicked to say, right? 2025 is your year. I told y'all that. Now let's get down to it. Here we go. From Big Brad Garlinghouse, just a reminder of what is occurring. So let's get down to it. Brad, fair use.
I think what we're doing and executing on a day-by-day basis is, in fact, taking over SWIFT. In that, we've now signed up, well over 100 banks. Some of the largest SWIFT-enabled banks in the world are now using Ripple's technology. Just last week we saw a remittance company who's using Ripple's technology. They reduced the price per transaction to their.
And this is why I say the proof of concept, because I tell, why would a bank that's having to pay 20 million or 10 million a day to move all their transactions not opt for the option that's going to make them pay 5,000? Oh, what a time to be alive, guys. Let's keep going through.
Consumers from $20
and my ad as well, a V12 inside of that
per transaction to $2 per transaction, and they saw an 800% increase in usage overnight. That's the type of dynamic that SWIFT isn't able to support that we're able to address right now.
One of the former board members of SWIFT, a gentleman, Marcus Treacher, joined our team to run all of customer success. And, this was, a former board member from SWIFT coming over and saying, hey, we don't think SWIFT's going to be necessarily.
And that sounds big, right? But now let's put it all in the context. What if a former creator of Bitcoin came over to XRP and said, hey, I want to join you guys and make Bitcoin #2? What if the secretary that signed all the dollar bills was over at Ripple on the house? What if the president was best friends buddy with the CEO of Ripple? What if the current system of SWIFT, their CEO, was over here joining up with Ripple? Guys, what do you want? What do you want from me?
Solution to really unlocking this internet of value. These are, marks along the journey.
Now SWIFT, SWIFT is kind of a competitor. It's slightly more complicated than that because SWIFT is really just messaging. When you send a SWIFT transfer, it's not liquidity.
And I bring this information, one, because I want you to know how your CEO's talking, but two, again, I want you to understand. So when you're explaining, when you're buying, understand it. This is a tested concept. You saw a big SWIFT guy, right? What if there was something 2.0 with that?
You're actually sending bank messages to banks that have liquidity. So to some degree, Citibank and HSBC, really the top two, JPM, those are the top three liquidity banks. And when you're sending SWIFT messages, you're sending messages to banks to release liquidity and making sure the debits and credits match. So to some degree, really boil it down, Ripple's competing with the liquidity of Citi and the messaging of SWIFT, but in one, because we're both messaging and liquidity.
And this is what I was saying before, when they're buying all these exchanges, guys, Ripple's going to be the one-stop shop. It's the one-stop shop. This is why I didn't have to get so absorbed having to buy the XLM and XC. I'm buying the Ripple. I'm buying the hub of it all. Ethereum partnered with Ripple. Now vice versa. You hear me?
And at the end of the day,
that was Ripple beat the SEC.
Again, as I described, SWIFT was developed 50 plus years ago. It architecturally hasn't really changed. It does remain slow. It remains, days. It does remain, relatively speaking, expensive. And actually, interestingly, it's quite error prone.
Hey, guys, not me, the people that are doing it. Not my opinion. The people that are doing it are telling you this. I'm just bringing information. That's why we're not missing. Because they're telling you, they're putting it out in front of you. And that's where I sit up and I say, my money's gold. I have never been in an investment with a company so transparent that I know the day they move. Guys, they're releasing the information back to back. Whenever it moves, they tell you. Whenever something's happening, they're telling you. Do not get lost up in the price. Like this guy, Armonic said, buy XRP now. Something huge is coming. Do not get it twisted. But like I said, I don't really care much if you do. I'd rather you not. Like I said, hey, all the thoughts should belong to me and mine. So I know that Money Mafia going to have them on deck. I'm going to have them on deck. We're going to have the yacht parties. We'll have the V12s. I'm sure, I'm telling you, I was just looking. The Honda Civic looks like come out with a new model. It's a nice model for those of y'all that want to play around with your dreams and your future wealth, okay? But as for me, y'all know what type of person I am. But let me get this edited up, guys. I told y'all already. You tested your floor. Oh, my. It's all up from here. I just need XRP. Hold it down for 13 no days, XRP. I'm not concerned. I want this. I promise you. I've been buying it, but I'm about to take a whole bite off the lope right now. Let's get down to it, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Oh, yeah. We're rich. Oh, yeah, sir.